Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another video. It's time to do a speed test comparison between the new Vivo V60 versus the Vivo V50. So the new Vivo V60 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 SoC. Also we have 12 GB of RAM, while the Vivo V50 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 SoC. Also we have 12 GB of RAM. So very interesting to see how the latest Vivo V60 is going to perform against the Vivo V50. So without wasting time, let's start off with the boot up test. So logos came up much faster on the Vivo V60. So we have latest versions on both phones, Android 15 with the Fun Touch OS version 15. Vivo V60, it is much faster when it comes to booting up, while the Vivo V50 now it is also done. So you can see we almost have a 3 or 4 second difference between these devices. So now let's talk about the display. So on the Vivo V60 we have a gorgeous looking 6.7 inch the Full HD Plus AMOLED with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a center punch hole, and both phones also has a quad curved AMOLED display. So all the sides it is slightly curved, and the bottom chin it is actually looks really similar. Everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. Also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones, and the first application I'm gonna launching is going to be the phone dialer on both phones. So that is open up at the same time. Again we have a different dialers on both phones. We have a Google stock dialer on the Vivo V50 versus the Vivo dialer. So next on the list is the settings, that is exactly the same. So let's go to the display. So you can see the refresh rate, we have 120Hz refresh rate. I will use the high 120Hz mode because this is the best option that we have right now, and you can enable 120Hz for individual apps. So now check out some more apps like Amazon shopping on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. So Vivo V60 it is a slightly faster. Scrolling it is I would say smooth. We have 120Hz. Laptops tab and slightly quick I think on the Vivo V50, but at the end really similar performance. So now check out some games application, starting off with the Candy Crush Saga. And the Candy Crush Saga it is open up slightly faster on the V60. Instagram slightly quick on the V60. Let's see pin out faster on the V60. Snapchat slightly quick on the V60. Spotify faster on the V60. Subway Surfer, another game, Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 versus a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3. So both phones is performing identical in the Subway Surfer, which is really interesting. And let me show the speakers. So here is the Vivo V50 with max volume. And here is the Vivo V50. And yes, and speakers it is improved on the Vivo V60. We have a lot more bass on the Vivo V60 speakers. Let's see Temperament 2. So in Temperament 2 once again both phones is performing identical. So in some apps we see a difference between these two devices, but in some games like this we don't see any difference at all. Now let's see the PUBG Mobile, last big game we have in this speed test. So Vivo V60 it is faster or not, let's see. So yes, and the Vivo V60 it is faster when it comes of opening up the PUBG Mobile faster. Also in that game you will see a smooth graphics with 90 FPS on both phones. So now let's open up X. Faster, absolutely similar. Zedge, and that one it is faster on the Vivo V60. Once again we have same Wi-Fi network. So as far as scrolling are concerned, absolutely smooth we have. So last on launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So the camera it is open up at the same time. As far as the cameras are concerned, especially in this lighting condition, let me show you how the cameras looks like on both phones. We have improvement or not. So the cameras looks more better on the Vivo V60, especially the colors I would say. So now look at the front facing camera. So both phones has a 50 megapixel. So here is a 50 megapixel actually looks like, and the front facing camera also improved on the Vivo V60. Now let's see internet browsing speed. So I am using Chrome on both phones. Also we have same Wi-Fi network. So wikipedia.org, that is slightly quick on the Vivo V60, not a big difference obviously. Scrolling it is visually smooth. Same thing with zooming out. Let's open this English tab, absolutely similar. So next on the list is the apple.com. Apple.com, it is open up faster on the Vivo V50, but yes, faster on the Vivo V50, and the content is loaded up at the same time. Scrolling it is absolutely smooth once again. So now let's say RAM management. So both phones has a 12 GB of RAM. So let's see, phone dialer still there, settings still there, Amazon shopping still there, let's see Candy Crush Saga still there, Instagram, let's see pin out, Snapchat, Spotify, Subway Surfer, let's say Temper into, let's say PUBG, open up X, and now let's open up Zedge on both phones, that is also still there. Lastly, back to the internet browser. So guys, over I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, in some apps we didn't see any difference at all between the Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 versus the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3. Yes, in some apps we can see the difference, although in terms of the RAM device, RAM management is excellent on both phones. Also on the new Vivo V60 we have a 6500 mAh battery size versus a 6000 on the previous Vivo V50. Also we have a 90 watt super fast charging. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this speed test comparison between the Vivo V60 versus the Vivo V50 5G, and do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.